Hey, mobile. Sorry, it took us a second. Hop in there.
Oh, sure. Thanks. Oh. Sorry, I'm bumping stuff.
No, you're fine. You can move the chair if you need to.
I think it should be okay. Here's probably good. I'm gonna keep my beanie on because I'm so chilly. It's so cold.
You want to turn the heater on?
I'm comfortable with my jacket and my little beanie, so that should be okay. Yeah, I think so. It's going good. This was a very chaotic week. I think we all felt a little bit like, we were also, we talked about last Sunday, we were all so stressed about the election, but then this week just kind of really felt like we were all on crack. Whatever Freud, what was it, Freud? What was he on, cocaine? Or was it something else?
Cocaine.
Okay. Yeah, I felt like I took a fraction of the amount of, like a small, minuscule fraction of the amount Freud took in a single week. So that's how it feels. Yeah. So a little weird, but not as stressed anymore, which I think is good. My apps are going good, so it's not stressed anymore in general. But I don't know how to put the start screen on, so I was like,
No, you're fine.
I was like, you got it? Do you want me to scoop?
No, I got it. I was just fixing the green screen. Yoink.
Cool. We're here.
We're here.
We made it.
Yeah, that's the pen I got in Davis.
Oh, when? I don't remember.
When we were meeting Janet at the one shop.
Oh.
I think like on our last date.
I thought you just got the lighter.
No, I also got the pen.
Oh, I see.
That is a 7-year pen.
Oh, wait, I think I remember now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You write 2 meters a day for 7 years.
Mm-hmm.
Shut the fuck up.
You should write a journal.
I don't believe you.
You should write in a journal. But yeah, that's how I've been. How have you been, though? I feel like I've just been talking.
I haven't really been doing anything at all.
By how you've been in general. I think we could say we're all collectively less stressed. A little less stressed.
Yeah, I think we're definitely a little bit less stressed about everything just because now it's like we don't have to worry about the weird election stuff. We don't have to worry about becoming a fucking fascist regime or whatever.
Yeah, hopefully. Well, knock on wood.
Yeah.
And this is not wood. I always forget. This is the closest thing I have.
Okay, all right. Paper.
Yeah. Oh,
But yeah,
question of the
it's
day.
better.
Oh,
Question of the day, I don't know.
No kidding.
Yeah, we're doing it again. I think we're just going to turn them off because we don't really get that much interaction on those anyway.
We got it the week before, I think. That's when we had a few more people show up, but that's okay. I was gonna say we could do cat names, but we already like Ava Maria. No.
Yeah, we were hanging out one night when I was leaving Andrea's place, and we got chosen by a cat.
We did.
A little cat just came running across the street up to us and just was so sweet and so friendly.
If I had the foresight that I have, if I could have thought, if it wasn't super late, if it wasn't already 1 a.m., I could have been like, hey, maybe I can hold on to this cat for, a little bit, and then we could take it to see if it was chipped or she was chipped in the morning. But I was just thinking, I was like, fuck, my dad's gonna kill me. I can't. Yeah, so, but if I just hit her in my room or something, maybe. But she might have been noisy, and I didn't have a litter box.
She was so quiet outside, though.
When I started walking in, she started going,
she started
running, and she was like, meow, 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 and I was like,
You're just taking her in.
I should have, but I don't know, I was just really, living with your parents, I was just very afraid of the wrath of my dad.
I should have taken her.
You could have, maybe we put if we caught her with like a jacket and just bundled her into your car, maybe. But, we could check if she was chipped, but yeah. Next time.
Gabe really wants us to know that he's playing Guilty Gear.
I've never heard of that.
It's a fighting game.
Okay, I was like, sounds like it's a fighting game.
I haven't touched Guilty Gear in a fat minute because I am bad at it. So I just stopped.
That's okay. That was me in. Was it Monster Hunter 4? I was like, fuck this. The monsters were supposed to be easy, and now.
No, they're not. The monsters
They're
are
not.
never easy.
And I was like, they were easy at first, and maybe because I was like, whoa, I'm so good at this game.
And it just like throws you
then
into the
I
fucking
got
pit.
stuck with like, I never beat it. It was like a beetle. It was like an enormous beetle that just hovered, and I could never fucking
That
kill it. And I was
sounds
like,
like
fuck
shit.
this, fuck that. I can't do this anymore. Good night, Monster Hunter.
Yeah, I played a Monster Hunter for a little bit too, and same thing. Like,
yeah, Diego loves it. I think he's beat it a few times.
it's hard.
But Diego just plays incessantly. So
Yeah.
not like, I wouldn't say it's what he does all day, but definitely he does it a lot.
Plays like Apex all day.
Yeah, he does play Apex a lot. But that's just, I think it's how he connects with his friends during COVID times. I think you could make a cool little jar thing out of that. I don't know.
It's my piss jar.
Okay, moving on. I don't know why it feels like I'm unlocking like a repressed memory of what is it? Someone on Etsy repurposes them for something, but I don't remember what.
Oh, I think I know what you're talking about, but
Yeah.
I also don't know what it is.
Like a necklace? Not a necklace.
Something.
Yeah.
It was like a fun little, like, it was definitely like a cute idea.
It was like a very.
I just don't fucking remember what it was.
Yeah, either that or I'm thinking of the person on Tumblr who sent the other person on Tumblr their toe so they can make.
I don't think that's what it is.
I don't think that's what it is, but I think they sent it in one of these.
Ew, really?
Yeah, that's what I was like. I
Ew.
can't tell if it's that I'm confusing it because she had an Etsy store and was asking for body parts. I don't know if anyone else is familiar with this story. But yeah, I guess someone on Tumblr responded and was like, "Oh, I'll give you my toe." No explanation for how that toe was severed, or why they had it, or what happened. They just mailed it to.
Babe.
Anywho, yeah, and I think they sent it in one of these little like containers, and the person who asked for them was like, "Oh my god, thanks! I can make my creepy little necklace thing." I don't know, like they were gonna put it and preserve it in like formaldehyde and then string it
In
up.
that?
I don't think it was in that. They actually took the toe, preserved it with something, cured it with something, and then just put it on a necklace. And I was like, "Fuck this! I don't want some random person's toe on a necklace. Who's gonna buy that?" I don't know. Anywho. I don't know if anyone else is familiar with that story or if I've just been on Tumblr for way too long. It's probably the latter. I'm gonna be honest.
I mean, I think being on Tumblr is weird because it like skews everything in like a very like severe direction.
Yeah.
But a lot of news also passes through Tumblr, so it's a good way of
Unfortunately.
like gathering like events, but it's also good to like do your own research on them.
Yeah. If you hadn't told me about the Destiel thing, I would have definitely had to learn it the hard way on Tumblr. I was like,
And you
"What's
definitely
2012?"
would have.
Yeah, I would have been like, wow, why does it look like 2012 on here? I don't think I joined until 2013.
I look like a ghost.
Oh, yeah.
Ah!
Just like the ghost water bottle.
Ooh.
I got a new sticker.
This is where I get my
bonbon.
sippy. Do you have to buy it, or you just got it?
Yeah, Maya bought it for me.
It says Onbo.
Yeah, I don't know, maybe the bond was cut
No, I
off, but
know.
it's like Bon. Yeah. I don't know if I have any other new stickers to share. Anyway, that's it.
That was
Still-
you, isn't it?
Which one?
I don't know.
This one, Allison got it for me a while ago. I think when the World Market was something, it was like a World Fair thing, hit Davis. She was like, "This made me think of you."
I don't remember
So-
seeing that one.
It's a little bird called, the American Bittern.
The American bitch.
Fun fact about that bird, if you look them up looking at you straight ahead, which most birds look kind of fucked up when they do that anyways, they do this because they're the little, let's see, marks
Their
on their
eyes
necks.
are down here.
they looks like that because the little marks on their neck allow them to camouflage among reeds. You know, their neck's pretty long.
Oh, so they
So-
just look like a reed.
They just look like a reed when they stand really still. And you see the bill up here and like the two little eyes coming out. It's really creepy. Yeah. But yeah, so that one's old, I think. It looks new though because it was good quality sticker.
Is it vinyl, perhaps?
I don't know. It looks like the same quality as the Bonbon one. If you like touch it, kind of.
It feels like vinyl.
I don't know. Anywho, this thing is getting loaded with stickers.
I am so full of yawns.
When did you go to sleep last night?
like 11 or something.
Yeah,
like
I
not
thought we
super
went to
late.
sleep around the same time.
Yeah.
Maybe. Wait, did I know that because of lovers to lovers telepathy?
No, it's because I sent you the Ava thing.
Oh, yeah, that's right. But I don't even know what time you said that. I just saw it.
Cool. Yeah, I think I would just leave it at like 11 or like midnight or something. It wasn't super late.
Maybe you slept more than you usually do, because that'll fuck you up too.
No,
That's
maybe.
what I've heard.
Perhaps I'm just
Built.
bitch.
Oh, built different. Wow, my hair's getting so long.
It's
Do you
cute.
see that?
It's cute.
Ah, it's me, the skater boy of your dreams.
My own never mind.
You're what?
No.
What were you gonna say?
Nothing.
Say it.
Hey, do you think
Wait,
if
You're changing the subject.
if you raised a dog?
Wait, me or
No,
everyone?
just like
Oh,
hypothetically.
okay.
Hi, Cam. If you
No.
raised a dog.
Okay, me?
No, not you. Just like hypothetical second.
Okay,
person.
I'm sorry. It's just every time you repeat it, I'm like, okay,
Yeah, okay,
I'm
no,
thinking about it.
It's because it's because I'm like trying to figure out like how to word the sentence, but like once you hear like the entirety of the question, you'll be like, oh, okay, that's what it is. But like, okay, so let's see. Okay, so if you raise the human child first, right? Like, and you didn't like introduce it to language at all.
Oh, human child. Okay.
Yeah. Like, past its critical period, obviously, it would not be able to communicate because it wouldn't have, like a set language, you know?
Right, right.
Would the same thing apply to, like, animals? So, if you had a dog and isolated it, like, either isolated it completely from all other dogs or raised it with a different kind of animal that also made noise, like cats, maybe.
Right.
Would it be able to understand other dogs' barks?
Hmm.
And then on the other side of that, do other animals understand other animals' noises?
Wow.
Like, would a dog understand what a cat is saying to another cat?
I see what you mean. There have been a lot of like cases of kind of like for the sake of like the debate between nature versus nurture, where some, you know, not purposefully, it just kind of happened, or purposely, anyways, where owners will have like one cat, one dog, and then have a bunch of other, you know, animals. And in Japan, there was a story of the husky that was raised with other cats, you know, only husky in the household, or only dog in the household. And they had like 4 or 3 other cats. And so she never barked. She didn't bark, and she would sit like a cat, you know, when they loaf like that. She would sit, and that's not very characteristic
But
of
did
a
she
big dog.
meow?
I don't think she would meow because she wasn't capable of it, but her body language, like the way she moved, and
It was very cat-like.
It was very cat-like.
Yeah, I know. I've seen like stories about that where people are just like, oh wow, this dog acts like a cat. This cat acts like a dog. I'm just like, okay, but do they communicate the same?
I would say maybe that it's potentially, because if they have like a similar body language, I'm sure the cat would be able to, you know, be able to read. If that makes sense. Like
Cats can read.
like kind of decipher, because the dog's just kind of like loafing. The cat's like resting, you know. Whereas you know what I mean? If that makes sense. Where some dogs, you know, don't, you know, where dogs typically don't do that. Maybe they like lay on their, I don't know. They do it. Maybe they do it different than more often than cats do it differently. I don't know. And they're just like, oh, okay, I see. That's a resting position, or you know, or when she loafs up, or when she would put herself in a box, maybe other cats were like, she wants privacy, or you know what I mean? I don't know if that makes sense. But,
No, it does. It does.
Yeah, I think they can read body language, but I don't know if they can communicate via vocal stuff.
Yeah, but I think also the response to like body language stuff, I think that kind of also just comes with time. Because if you have like a dog that was like, you know, raised quote unquote normally, and then you also have a cat that was raised normally, like in the same household, then like eventually they'll get to know each other, and then we'll be able to like know when one is resting or know when one is like not resting. And that's why sometimes you'll see like the dog is like resting or whatever, and the cat goes over and then just
yeah, I think
and then
so.
they're just like
Rest.
rest.
Yeah, or why sometimes cats will like smack a dog and the dog's like, okay. You know, like they don't. Yeah, they don't really understand what's really going on. I think at that point, maybe they're like learning through that process. But I think they're like, whoa, why is this like thing hitting me? You know, like the cat hitting the tiger, like that. It's like, whoa, why he's smacking the shit out of me? So things like that might be like an example of like a disconnect. I'm not sure, but yeah, I think it's possible. I also think of the cat that was raised around horses, so she walked around like trotting. Have you ever seen that? It's really cute, but I guess
I think I've seen it.
Yeah, but I guess like trotting maybe is like friend, happy. I don't know. You know, like though they're trotting, you know, at a steady pace. Maybe for other horses, they're gonna be like, oh, tiny horse,
A small one.
a small furry horse with a long tail.
Yeah, then on the other hand, you know, you think of all those stories where it's like, oh, this child was raised with wolves, or oh, this child was raised in the wilderness, so they like, you know, do things differently or whatever, right? Could you do that in real life?
Oh, with a child?
Yeah, with a child.
It'd be unethical, but
Well, yeah, okay, listen. all the things that I think of in regards to fucking human children are unethical.
yeah, okay, it'd be unethical. But I feel like you would get some interesting results.
Yeah.
Like I think
Just
at that
like-
point you're almost guaranteed some
Yeah.
kind of
Like-
weird result.
Like, imagine how with like cats and dogs, right? Like if you raise a cat around dogs, then the cat grows up and like has dog like behavior, like panting or whatever.
And they'll bark sometimes too.
Imagine a
They'll
baby
try.
doing that.
Oh.
A little weird.
I mean, babies do sometimes do that. They will copy animals in their house sometimes because, you know,
Your baby
we're
comes.
very monkey see, monkey do.
Your fucking 5-month infant just comes hauling ass around the corner on all fours.
Yeah, you're just gonna broom like, get back!
What the fuck?
Yeah, what the fuck? Get back! Yeah, I think, I don't know, I think it's interesting, isn't that most animals, at least, I think what we call them, I think we call them precocial or precocious. I might be wrong. I might be thinking of the opposite of that.
I know that word.
I don't know what the opposite of because precocious I think means when your baby comes out, it's already like fully formed and thinking for itself, which some animals will have precocious babies. But I don't know the opposite of that. I guess would be not precocious.
Precocious, of a child having developed certain abilities or proclivities at an earlier age than usual.
Yeah.
Indicative of early development.
Oh, see, that was an example of not understanding each other.
Cam's cat's just fucking feral, though.
That's fair. My cat was very feral as well. But I guess
Your cat was literally
It
feral.
was literally feral, but not in his heart. Where is I going with it? Oh yeah, precocious. I guess an example of a precocious baby would be ungulate babies, because they can walk pretty quickly, whereas if you compare it to like a human child, they don't walk until like, how many months in? Like, for a while, like 6, 8
Well, like
months?
human babies?
Yeah, because human
I
babies
don't
takes
fucking
a long time for them to learn how to walk, right? Or you would agree, or?
I think so.
I feel like some babies don't start walking until like 1 year old, or
I think
around
that's
that.
slow.
Oh, is that slow?
I think
Or is that
so.
Normal?
I don't
I don't know
know.
what the normal is. But
In biology, precocial species are those in which the young are relatively mature and mobile from the moment of birth or hatching.
right,
The opposite developmental strategy is called altricial, where the young are born or hatched helpless.
right.
So
okay.
humans are altricial.
Yeah, and I would say most mammals. I think some birds and ungulates are definitely precocial, whereas most mammals like cats, dogs, humans are very altricial, where we need help from our parents for a certain amount of time. And so I think I think that's why there's that period of like nature versus nurture. There's that period where babies just copy everything that's new to them or everything that's different to them. So I think, if,
Get your own material. Babies start walking between 9 and 15 months, and the U.S.
Okay.
average is a year.
Okay, that's what I was thinking. I was like, I feel like a year is about that makes sense, I think, to learn how to crawl after a few months and then taking a while to actually do it. Because we're kind of useless.
They should just come out fucking jacked.
I'll give birth.
Just ready to walk.
I'll give birth to a little baby deer, and the little baby deer will be able to walk immediately.
That's what they look like.
So I think that's why we see that kind of behavior in those animals that are more altricial, because they'll copy. They have to spend longer times with their parents, and I think, whether that parent is of their species or not, they'll copy it, no matter what, right? I don't know if that makes sense, but that's kind of what I'm going with here.
So, like, because they're helpless, they're
more prone to be like, oh,
copy
this
an
is what I
adult?
gotta do. Yeah, this is how I got what I have to do to
Interesting.
survive. Because there may be a longer period where they're helpless, so they have to mirror, maybe. Or maybe they feel the need to mirror more.
So,
if that makes sense.
are dogs and cats altricial?
I think so, because when they're kittens are blind when they're born.
But dogs, I think, are too.
I think are really not as long as we are. They don't need their parents for as long as we do. But for dogs and cats, they're born helpless. I think for at least a couple months, probably maybe a month at most.
That sounds about right.
Yeah.
I think.
So I would say they're altricial. Even though they don't need as much time as we do, they still need that.
It's because humans are the worst species.
Yeah, that's how we found Chicken. We found Chicken because he was not. He was completely helpless and was totally abandoned. Couldn't see. He still had the little, what is it, little fetus? Not the fetus, the
Umbilical cord?
umbilical cord attached.
I
Yeah.
didn't even know cats had umbilical
I
cords.
think it was an umbilical cord or something. He had something left from being born so recently, and that's why my office manager was like, yeah, we could have just leave him there. He was going to die. Yeah. And I was like, and Chicken was born. A little baby.
I mean, Chicken was born before that, technically.
He was born, but he was reborn with his real parents. Yeah, so I don't know. I think maybe that's why. Maybe because we're altricial, we need to copy more. Or maybe it's just doesn't matter whether we're coastal or altricial. Maybe we all just copy whoever is our parents or whoever is taking care of us.
We're just useless little pieces of shit.
Yeah, that's how we are. We're just literally little baby. I'm 23 years later and I still need my mom. Yeah, I'm a big mama's girl.
I'm out here trying to be independent because if I rely on my parents too much, then they're gonna turn it against me.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of people feel the same way. I think, but yeah.
I'm a ghost.
I think we're still. Oh yeah, you are. You're like who was it? The Spirited Away? Was it Haku who would it was a Hero, I think, for a little bit. Where she was like, why the fuck are my legs see-through?
See-through. Why are my fucking legs see-through? Oh my god.
Sorry. Why
My
are my
fucking
legs
parents are pigs.
See-through.
Who do you
I
think
said
gave you
that.
all the teeth?
Stop. Okay. See-through. And then Haku's like, shut the fuck up, and then let her eat like food from that world, and she wasn't see-through?
Oh, yeah.
That's what I was thinking.
I think that's
of.
what it was.
Yeah, that's what I was remembering. Ghibli.
I don't know. No, I think he gave her food just because she was fucking, like, depressed. And he was like...
Well, that was when she was crying, I think, in the
Is that
garden,
not the same
right?
scene?
I'm thinking of the scene where she first crosses over. She's like, whoa, where am I? There's so much weird shit going on. And then I think she recognizes Haku, or Haku finds her and is like, you gotta hide, because, like, Baba Yaga is gonna, like,
Baba Yaga?
I don't know. Or what do they call it? I know
Oh,
she's...
fuck, what
I know
is her name?
They call her Granny in the English version. But what was it? She's like a Baba Yaga, right? She's like a Baba Yaga archetype.
I think her name has Baba in it.
What was it? I don't remember.
I don't fucking remember.
Anywho, Haku was like, you gotta hide, she's gonna catch you, or like she's gonna know you're human. And then she couldn't get up because her legs were like see-through. And then he was like, eat this tiny little thing eat this little berry, this little blueberry that I got, and then you won't be see-through anymore. Because I guess the logic was if you eat the food of the spirit world, then you can exist in the spirit world.
Yubaba.
I was right. Kind of. Not really. But she's kind of, right? I would say she's like a Baba Yaga archetype.
Yeah, it says Baba Yaga spirited away.
Yeah, okay. That's why Haku was like, you better fucking watch out because the Baba Yaga's coming. She's like, oh shit, I can't walk.
Yeah.
He was like, eat this little berry.
She's Yubaba, and her name is Zeniba.
Oh yeah, she had a sister too. Or the sister was Zeniba, and then Yubaba is the main
Yeah,
one.
Yubaba is the bad one, and then Zeniba is the good one.
Is the cool one. Yeah. Even though she did try to kill Haku. I don't know if this is spoilers for 2006 movie Spirited Away.
It was not 2006.
It was 2006 or 2004.
No
right?
fucking
Look
way. Are you
Look
serious?
I'm not joking. I swear, it's like 2006.
2001.
Wow, okay. Never mind.
You fucking scared me.
Why?
I was like, I watched that shit religiously as a kid. There was no way I watched it when I was 9. No, like as a kid.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry. I didn't know 5 years was a big difference, okay.
5 years, I'll be dead.
No.
Just kidding. 5 years, I'll be 2 years away from being dead.
You're not gonna die. You're not. If so help me, if you try to die, I will send so many long Furbies after you, and you're gonna have to deal with it.
What if I reincarnate as a long Furby?
That'd be kind of.
Okay, all right. You know what? We're done with that.
I'm kidding. I'm sorry. I will shut up now.
No question of the day, just because it didn't garner as much interaction as I had hoped, and I feel like it's something better to do when I have a higher consistent average of viewers. Because then it's like, more people will vote in, and then there's more of a variance between answers and stuff. And then after that, it would be more worthwhile to hold that kind of discussion.
Perhaps.
2 weeks ago, it worked all right, and then afterwards, it just like didn't really. So
yeah,
I think it's shelved.
I guess that's why we're asking questions now about the nature versus nurture, cats and dogs and people.
Yeah. Why are humans the most worthless species?
Yeah. Well, I guess because the way some animals evolve, sometimes precocial is better, sometimes altricial is better for one reason or another. I don't know exactly why, but obviously precocial. If your baby can survive on its own faster, then you don't have to spend so much energy looking after it. But when you're an altricial species, your parent has to watch you for longer, but I guess you ultimately have a higher chance of survival when you're reached juvenile or adulthood.
Yeah, because at that point you're set out when you're capable
you're
of
all
holding
set.
your own.
Yeah, you're learned everything, you got everything, you're all set. This is not true for humans. I want to put a disclaimer. This is not true for me, at least. But I think that's why there's advantages and disadvantages to both.
So,
cool.
Birds, I know, are altricial because they're hatched out of the egg, and then they're obviously
some
can't
are
do anything
precocial.
themselves.
Some are.
Yeah,
but it's,
waterfowl.
I think waterfowl, ducks are.
Yeah,
I know
ducks
for sure.
are. I would say chickens are too, right?
I guess
because
so.
after
Yeah.
they come out of the egg, they just beep 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 beep.
They're little fluffy guys. Yeah. Yeah, I guess so. I would say so because they have all their feathers and. They're, when we think of a chicken or a duckling, they already have all their feathers and, they already look kind of they're still very small, but they already kind of look like a mirror of the adult in some form. Whereas if you look at altricial bird species, they're very naked and fleshy.
Yeah.
For a long time. Baby birds are so gross. Yeah. Just like human fetuses. That JoJo episode made me learn something about myself. I just hated all the noises where she was like, "Oh, I'm just a little fetus." I'm like, "Shut up! I'm gonna leave it." Stop! What's the TikTok vagina noise?
Oh God!
If
that's actually what it sounded
if that
like.
happened, babe, I would have had to been like, "I can't watch JoJo anymore. I'm sorry, I have to quit."
I mean, yeah, that scene in and of itself was just a very
gross.
Yeah, just very cursed overall. I think.
It was like, why did he have to turn her into a fetus? It's arguably not what I want to see at all.
Yeah. It. I think the first time that I watched that scene, I was just like,
Haunted.
what the fuck is going on?
Yeah.
Because that villain also is just
awful.
Yeah, terrible. Just the
Terrible.
whole thing. Just
Fired.
everything about it is awful.
Take him away, officer, please.
Yeah, that's what he deserves.
Fired
He deserves
for
to be
awful, horrible, low borderline pedophilia.
put in jail.
Yeah. I agree. Anyways, moving on from that.
Do we know ERB? What is ERB?
I don't know. ERB.
Herb.
Herb? Herb. Yeah.
Baby Polnareff is fine, but like that whole
It was weird,
scene,
but not terrible.
Yeah, Baby
The
Polnareff.
fetus. Yeah.
Like Baby Polnareff as like a character, cute. That scene, awful.
Yeah. Definitely one of the more cursed episodes, for sure, though. I agree with that sentiment.
Yeah.
There was a lot of cursed episodes.
Oh my god.
Mhm.
I haven't heard of that shit in fucking years.
I haven't watched it in a long, long time. either.
Literally middle school, I think.
High school for me, maybe? Sophomore year? Can't remember if Mr. Borgeson liked those, but I think he did.
Oh my. He
Mr.
totally
Borgeson?
would, too.
I think vaguely. He might not have.
It seems like a Borgeson thing that
He
he
might
would
be.
like them. So I feel like that's like, I feel like it's a fair thing.
Yeah.
I feel like it's a
okay.
fair assumption.
It's a fair assumption. Did I ever tell you he looks like the Keebler elf on the... If you put a picture of
He
him and then...
does. He does.
He
100%.
So I remember we came to this realization because I was always eat little Keebler elf cookie packets in class. I was always snacking in class. I was such an awful student. But
I was listening to music.
my or Fuji, she was like, wait a minute, you know what? And she just like raises it and she compared him with Mr. Borgeson. And I was like, it's him, Keebler elf.
Mr.
We're
Keebler.
like, Mr. Elf? First name Keebler, last name Elf. Yeah. It's him. It's you. You're the one who's supposed to free us all. No, I don't know.
You brought me these cookies, and I
You
bring them
saved
back.
us. Why?
Cookie.
Yeah, that's exactly how that went. Yeah.
Borgeson
God.
was not a great teacher.
He wasn't a great teacher, but he was a really cool guy.
Yeah, cool guy.
Yeah, I respected him as a person, but I was like,
Not a great teacher.
I'm a great teacher, but I vibe with him.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if I told you he picked my Homestuck drawing to... I'm sorry.
I don't know where
If
you're
anyone-
going with that.
If anyone doesn't know this, I was very into Homestuck. I think... Let me think.
I was also into Homestuck.
From 2012 to like 2015. It was a long ride, guys. But we had an assignment in class that was like, draw something that, draw like a simple drawing, bring it into class, and then we're gonna, like do a simulation of a factory worker line. And basically, you know, we'll split up into two teams, we'll make two lines, and then, you know, the first person line draws one part, the next person draws the next part, right? And then the next, you know, so on and so forth. And then we'll see how much you guys can produce in like 5 or 10 minutes and which one has higher quality. He was trying to make a point about the Industrial Revolution. I don't remember what it was. So of course I drew a little like, I'm gonna draw Jake English from Homestuck, hee hee hee. And then he picked mine.
Oh no.
He's like, now everyone has to draw this. And I was like, wow, can you just fucking murder me, Keebler Elf? Just shoot, put a gun in my mouth and pull the trigger because that's not what I wanted. I didn't expect you to pick mine. So everyone had to draw a Homestuck character unknowingly.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it was so whack. It was so
Guaranteed
weird.
there was somebody else in the
There
class that
was.
was just like,
Yeah, one of my classmates, Caitlin, she was like, she was just like,
you.
she's like, I know who you are. But also, I wore Homestuck t-shirts and stuff, so she already knew
Oh,
before
okay.
that. I
That's
think.
fair. That's fair.
Yeah, I always wore the little Pfeffery sign. Yeah, but anywho, that's a fun story.
The only thing that
I don't know
I
if anyone here has read Homestuck.
I don't think they have.
You don't have to.
I know
No, don't.
Cam definitely hasn't.
Okay, yeah. Don't.
Yeah. No, she's glad that she didn't.
Okay, good.
But the only thing that I remember from Borgeson's class, I almost said Homestuck.
I think I remember from Homestuck's class. Shit. Fuck.
I remember too much of it.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Same here.
But the only thing that I remember from Borgeson's class was like there was one time that. Oh, you actually know her, Esther. Do you remember
Yeah,
Esther?
yeah.
Yeah.
She introduced me to YouTube. I'll never forget. I didn't know what YouTube was, and she was like, look it up. And I was like, whoa, holy shit, Esther.
What are you, 80?
I was, I think we were like 9 or 8 when she told me.
Oh my god,
We
you
went to
knew?
elementary.
Oh shit.
Wait, Esther Choi.
Choi, yeah.
We went to elementary school, and she
I
was
thought you
like,
meant
I was
she fucking
watching...
introduced you to that in like high
No.
school. I was like, what the fuck?
No, we grew up together
Okay,
in elementary school, and she was like, I was watching YouTube, and I was like, oh, what's that? You know, that's how I learned. I'll never forget.
Oh, word.
Yeah. I was so shook. I was like, wow, I still remember that very clearly. She was the one who introduced me to YouTube.
Yeah.
When YouTube was like baby.
Because YouTube was born like 05, I think.
Yeah, I think so. Wow, it's fucking crazy. Anyways, I'm sorry to interrupt.
No, it's fine. But she was in my AP World class, and like one day she was just like laying down with her head on her desk, and Borgeson was like, "Hey, are you okay?" And she like didn't respond, and so he like went over to her, and then I think they had like a little conversation or whatever, and then like a few minutes, like he went back to his desk and like made a call or something, and then a few minutes later, like some people came in to like you know, like escort her out. And when like they helped her up, I looked at her and she was literally, and this is the only time that I've ever seen anything like that, but she was so ill that her face was green.
Green.
Yeah, and I was like,
wow.
holy shit, that's a cartoon. But I was like, oh my fucking god, because she like couldn't even walk.
I get pale when I get like sick like that.
And she was like always like already like pale-ish,
That's
you know.
true, that's true.
But like I was just like shocked.
Because she
like
green, you
no,
know?
I know
I
it was
was
fucking
like fake,
weird,
or not fake, but you know what you see in cartoons.
Yeah, and I was like, holy shit. That's
so
like I took one look at her
weird.
and I was like, oh, I like she bad.
I'm glad Borgeson called somebody.
Yeah,
because I would have.
Because I feel like he probably
died.
went over to her and was just like, hey, like, are you okay? And then she was probably just like, I am gonna die.
And he's like, all right, hold on a sec. Yeah. Wait, what does this have to do with Homestuck?
It doesn't.
Oh, it doesn't? Okay.
No,
I
just accidentally almost said Homestuck instead of Borgeson's class.
Okay. I was gonna say, I was like, oh, was she a Homestuck as well? I don't think
No.
I knew that. Yeah. Okay. Never mind. Psych. Yeah. Wow, it sucks. I don't like being sick on the job, but I feel like it sucks more when it would have sucked more if I would get sick like that in a classroom, you know? That makes sense. I'd rather be outdoors so I can freely throw up on something, whereas, indoors where I'm
surprisingly, she didn't throw up at all in class.
She's probably just gonna pass out.
Yeah, but if they like took her in a golf cart to like the nurse's office or whatever, guaranteed she didn't make that.
Yeah. Oof. Awful stuff. I don't know if anyone here has almost ever fainted, but
sick.
It's awful. I've only done it like, well, I never actually fainted, but I've almost fainted 2 or 3 times, and hated it. Hated it every single time.
Oh, interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Hypochromic anemia was historically known as chlorosis or green sickness for that distinct skin tinge sometimes present in patients. So she just might have been like dummy anemic right there.
Oh yeah, but then why would that make green? Like the absence of blood? The absence of red makes green?
I'm not sure.
In our bodies, maybe. Only one way to find out.
Are you gonna make me nauseous?
Yeah. Oh no! I was gonna say, drain me of all my blood and see if I turn green.
So, why does your face turn green/pale when you're about to vomit, but then appears to be more of normal color after? What is actually happening in our bodies? So, the blood is rushing away from your face and towards the vital organs, like in most stress responses that we have. The green color, I believe, is a combination of Caucasian's yellowish skin tone, or just yellowish skin tone in general.
Oh, maybe.
Combined with the blue appearance of the veins under our skin. Our veins are not actually blue, but refraction of light on our slightly transparent skin can give them that appearance. The combination of the two gives the illusion of green skin. When blood is more present, it evens out to a neutral skin tone.
Okay, I think it makes sense.
It does.
Yeah. Interesting. So
Very
I guess if you have a more like yellowish undertones on your skin, you'll have
like Asian people. Not to be racist.
Oh.
Not to be racist.
I mean, you're Asian, so
I know, but
yeah.
I don't want people to be like,
But I feel like there are some people, depending on where you are from in the world, will naturally have like undertones in the skin. I
Yellow
would say mine's a little bit
undertones.
greenish, but I think that's from India though, not from particularly being Latina. But at least that's what I've been told. I have like warm olive undertones. I don't know.
What is like yellowish, orangish, red maybe?
Maybe.
I don't know.
I don't know. All I know is I'm brown. I'm light brown right now because I'm back in my winter coat, but But I was tanner in the summer. See, I'm like more of like a warm hue.
Hmm.
She was the color of honey. What was it?
She was-
Melted caramel. Oh.
Of olives.
Yeah. Shut the fuck up, cishet white men. Please don't ever write anything again.
She boobily breasted her way down the stairs.
Yeah, or like, she was hot, but she didn't know it, and that's what made her even hotter or something. She wasn't like other girls.
Oh, I was just about to say that.
Yeah.
She wasn't like
hate
other girls. She liked Star Wars and
video games.
video games.
We should just write our own story.
We could probably
Like,
do it.
Yeah, we could. It'll be like Chuck Tingle. Chuck Tingle, who makes all the weird gay porn novellas on Amazon. He made like a Donald Trump
Fucking excuse
velociraptor.
me?
You never heard of Chuck? Oh, sorry.
Oh,
Chuck Tingle?
wait, is he the one that does the dinosaur porn ones?
Yeah, I think so. Chuck Tingle. Let's see.
I've definitely heard of the guy that makes the dinosaur porn ones.
Let's see. We're gonna look up Chuck Tingle, guys. Yeah, look.
I didn't know they were pounded in the butt by the handsome sentient manifestation of my Twitch stream.
Oh, should I leave you guys alone?
Yeah,
or-
actually, I think you should.
Yeah, or like.
Gay T-Rex law firm executive boner. My handsome sentient face mask protects me despite the ridiculous conspiracy theories that he won't also... What?
That he won't protect me? Also,
Oh.
he pounds me in the butt, I guess.
Oh my... Okay, so my handsome sentient face mask protects me despite the ridiculous conspiracy theories that he won't. Also, he pounds my butt.
Wow. These are great. We should read one on stream.
Space Raptor butt invasion, Space Raptor butt redemption, Space Raptor butt ascension.
We should read these on stream.
Fucking maybe, dude. Not pounded by romance wranglers of America because their new leadership is from the depths of the endless cosmic void.
Yikes. There's
What?
so many.
How does, like...
You could buy them all on Amazon. He just does it.
These are the weirdest fucking titles that I've ever heard.
Don't lie. You're into it.
I mean, I am, because they're so wildly unique. I don't know if I would want to read them,
I
but...
kind of do.
Not pounded by anything while I practice responsible social distancing. From two-time Hugo
Oh.
Award finalist Chuck Tingle.
He was. He's a good writer. Yeah. Coffee? Oh, coffee?
No, like the fucking...
Coffee. The meme.
Yeah,
Yeah.
fucking the Trump thing.
There's a Trump one, I think, where Trump fucks something and it's awful, but hilarious.
Oh, this is a good one.
Mhm.
Not pounded at the last second because consent can be given and revoked at any time, and this is a wonderful thing that's important to understand. And then I think it's Bigfoot.
Oh, that's a love story right there. What? I'm wondering if some of these are real, but they have to be.
Honestly, I don't know. Living inside my own butt for 8 years, starting a business and turning a profit through common sense reinvestment and strategic targeted marketing. Who are you selling to?
Oh, you know.
Oh, there's a Twitch stream one again.
Yeah. Yeah, that's Chuck Tingle for you, everyone. Just making good old-fashioned
Oh
gay
my
porn.
god.
What?
Pounded in the butt by fanfiction hosting website Archive of Our Own's Hugo Award nomination. AO3.
That's actually Chuck Tingle's personal fantasy.
Yeah, actually, probably.
Yeah.
Fucking bizarre.
Yeah, we should read one of them.
How much are they?
I have no idea. Don't we see? Chuck.
I don't want to buy anything off Amazon, but
I think that's the only place where
fucking probably.
sells them, probably. Or Audible. There's Audible. Let's see. Oh, he also wrote this one. Harriet Porber and the bad boy Parasaurolophus.
Trans wizard Harriet Porber and the bad boy Parasaurol.
Parasaurolophus.
Parasaurolophus?
Mm-hmm. And that's him. Wow. He's
Look
kind
at
of
it.
hot.
Stop.
He's kind of hot.
Do you want me to dress up like that?
Could. I'm kidding, but he made that one. You might be able to check if other bookstores have him, but...
Oh my god, the Tingleverse, the official Chuck Tingle role-playing game.
Oh, who is this man? So powerful.
He has a lot of, like, choose your own adventure ones.
Yeah. Oh, let me read his description for you guys who would like to get to know Chuck Tingle a little bit better. Hugo Award nominee Dr. Chuck Tingle is an erotic author and Taekwondo Grandmaster, almost black belt, from Billings, Montana. After receiving his PhD at DeVry University in holistic massage, Chuck found himself fascinated by all things sensual, leading to his creation of The Tingler, a story so blissfully erotic that it cannot be experienced without eliciting a sharp tingle down the spine. Chuck's hobbies include backpacking, checkers, and sports. If we go to Montana, we should meet him. I want to meet him if we move to Montana. We should meet him.
Holistic massage.
Yeah, I think that's like the...
Just massage.
It's just like a massage, but it's like focusing on, I guess, getting knots out and stuff.
My chakras.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm going to go to like a random little like massage parlor and be like, oh, can I get a massage? And he's going to be like, hi, I'm Chuck.
And you're like,
I'm going to give you your massage today.
I gotta go.
And I'll feel the tingle down my spine.
And then you won't be able to say no. You'll be stuck.
Mm-hmm.
We're, you know, once he says tingle or anything sensual, you are stuck.
He's going to give me a little rub down and he's going to lean close and whisper in my ear, I'm going to use this in my next book.
Yeah.
And then I never come back because
You never come back.
I was killed probably.
No, you were actually so like relaxed that you died. Your heart rate.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, okay. That your heart rate like slowed down and it was just like, blissful.
Honestly, if that's how I go, like I'm not against it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's Chuck Tingle. If you guys want us to read his books.
Yeah,
Please.
fuck. I mean, I guess,
I
sure.
feel like they're short. They'd be fun to read. It'll be like, My Dad Wrote a Porno.
Yeah.
You could
We
read
could
it in
do
a
it like
really
that.
sensual voice, and I have to react.
There, somebody wrote a book about wanting to fuck the coronavirus.
Yeah, I sent you that one, I think. Maybe?
Oh, did you?
I don't remember. Maybe.
Somebody sent it to me, but
Maybe I showed it to you.
I didn't even look into that one.
We could read that one if you guys want something a little more contemporary. But yeah, there is a book where someone personifies the coronavirus as a stud, and this like woman researcher, I guess, is trying to find the cure, but then realizes, wait, the virus is actually kind of sexy.
Oh, found it.
Yeah.
It's called Kissing the Coronavirus.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure the author also has to be on the same level of Chuck Tingle.
There's a lot of them that are just
Yeah.
on that same level.
It's My Dad Wrote a Porno. History repeats itself.
She was supposed to cure the coronavirus. Instead, she fell in love with it. Dr. Alexa Ashingtonford is a part of a crack team of scientists tasked with finding the cure to the devastating coronavirus. Little did she know she would end up falling in love with it in this steamy viral erotica. Kissing Coronavirus is a steamy tale about forbidden love and dark desires come to life. Oh my god.
I like that. I like the sound of that.
The book is MJ Edwards' debut book and is her attempt at trying to pay the bills following her job loss. She probably fucking lost her job because she kept talking about wanting to fuck the coronavirus.
I don't know. Maybe she was catering.
So doesn't the girl die from it in the end? Oh my god.
I have no idea. We've never read it.
We're about to find out.
We're about to read it in its entirety.
Kissing the coronavirus. I guess synopsis.
Maybe Wikipedia.
Maybe.
Oh.
I think I
That would be
left
the
in the middle
expert.
of that. Let's see. Yeah, Wikipedia.
It's a short story, so we would be able to read it.
Synopsis. It just says, however, things turn upside down as the doctor scientist falls in love with the virus in an anticlimax.
Anticlimax.
Oh, it's only 16 pages.
Would you like to get it?
Yeah, maybe we can. Maybe we should just do like a fucking reading stream or whatever.
Yeah, it's totally up to you. But I think it'd be funny to hear.
It would be fun.
I feel like you maybe wait. I was gonna say read it for your class. Be like,
No.
hi guys,
They're gonna
I
kick me
prepared a
out.
small excerpt from an erotic novel, "Kissing the Corona."
Okay, hold on. Quotes. We got quotes.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
So Kate, parentheses, Kate's books, rated it 5 stars.
Oh. Maybe I did pay the bills.
Maybe.
I kinda hope
except
so.
the first guy, Fwang, rated it 1 star. So
Can't appreciate art when he sees it.
honestly. Okay, so they rated it 5 stars and start off their review by saying, I don't know whether to give this 5 stars or 1 star. Don't get me wrong, this book is awful. Absolutely horrible. But in the best possible way. That's what I hoped Cats 2020 would be. It is exactly
tried
what I
so
wanted it
hard.
to be. But let's get to some of the quotes because there are quite a few here that I wanted to share. So the first one is, despite the devastation the virus was causing across the globe, Alexa felt a rush of excitement every time she picked up the corona sample. Like a pulsating, erect penis, desperate to unleash its devastation on anyone who touched it.
Oh.
This quote was right on the first page. It really sets us up for the rest of the book.
I think it does.
Here's another quote.
Oh boy.
Her pussy so wet that the lace glided across her skin like a fat man on a water slide. So
The
deprived of the feeling of a hot man dog inside her lubricated pussy bun.
Pussy bun? That's what they said? Oh my god.
Ah! Okay.
Oh
Kate goes on to say, can we just talk about these metaphors for a second? The first one was bad, but I could look past it. But the second, I'm never going to a barbecue again. Then we got another quote. So determined, in fact, that he had stopped listening to reason.
Oh no.
And because Alexa had huge boobies, a thick ass, thick with 2 C's, by the way, and nice legs, he would sometimes overlook her.
Overlook her?
Yeah, I don't know.
So, I guess that's okay. I thought she was saying like that's why she was so sexy or whatever.
Yeah.
Or like so hot.
Kate goes on to say, I'm so glad this book tackles the real issues like sexism and misogyny in STEM. And then
Wait, Mari's here.
hi Mari.
We're reading erotic novellas on Amazon.
Yeah, we're reading quotes from the book that somebody wrote about wanting to fuck the coronavirus.
Awful. But yeah. It's
Okay.
gonna be a wild ride. Oh. Oh no. Do you want me to read it?
No. Actually, yeah, if you want
wait,
to.
No. Well, I guess I don't know.
It's
Maybe I won't do it justice.
It's the one that starts from she.
She loved beard. Okay. She loved beards, and a mustache was only the start of a beard. Like micro penises are just the start of real penises. You need the rest of it for it to be truly beautiful. Wait, is a micro penis just the start of a penis?
No, a micro penis is just a really small penis. I don't know why she thought that just instantly meant that it was the beginning of a penis.
I don't know if I like these implications.
Awful.
Very bad. Very bad. I don't know what are the logic. I mean, I don't know why I even expect logic at this rate.
The next quote is also related to beards. It says,
Okay.
if only he had a beard and was taller and had a big cock and was handsome and made her wet like COVID-19. What?
Oh boy.
Even the sound of the virus made her ovaries clash together like
What does
cymbals.
it sound like?
I don't know.
Oh, you know what? I don't even want to know. I do not want to know. It sounds like the little TikTok. Little TikTok.
Oh
cat.
god. No, that's what the pussy bun sound like.
Oh, you're right. You make a
Alexa's
good point.
heart fluttered like it had done the time she'd fucked the farmer's cross-eyed son and uncrossed his eyes.
Wow. I guess she fucked him so hard that the eyes just went back to.
She's the second coming of the Messiah. Oh, the second coming of the Messiah.
Oh.
Pussy talented. It sound like symbols.
Oh god.
No. Oh my god.
Do you want me to read this one? Or no, you could keep reading.
Yeah,
too.
these are just.
I don't think we can read.
I'm just gonna go through these. I'm just gonna like freewheel it. So the ones that I've already seen were a guttural animalistic roar, so strong and powerful it made Alexa's clitoris judder with anticipation. Awful. Just awful.
Shudder?
Yeah, I don't know. Judder,
Oh, God.
Judver. I don't think
I don't
that's
even know it's a word. Okay, anyway.
Then there's this one that I also saw that made me react. That said, suddenly a strong chonk of a finger rubbed across Alexa's cheek. I don't want to read fucking anything that uses internet terminology as like actual words. Like that's just something that I'm gonna hard pass on for the rest of my fucking life.
Totally fair.
Then we go, what's your name? She asked. Call me COVID, he said. Shut the fuck up. And he spun her over, clamping his hands down on her ass, spreading her cheeks wide so he could thrust his warbling member deep into her pocket of ecstasy. I'm going to fucking vomit.
Pocket of ecstasy.
Yes, and this is the last one. This is the last one.
Okay.
He filled her with love lotion, which oozed out instantly and spread right across the floor.
That is awful.
I'm going to go fucking ballistic. I swear to God. And then
we're gonna go apeshit over here.
Yeah, we really are. Kate ends their review by saying, "If you're looking for a good laugh, you might want to pick this up, but don't spend any money on it." So that's where we are, I think.
I think that's fair.
That's fair, and I could probably honestly find a PDF of it.
Yeah. A part of me does feel bad, but also the fact that they wrote that is just appalling.
I mean, like, people are free to write whatever they want, and if they can get it published, more power to them, you know? I'm not going to tell people to not do what their heart wants them to do. And obviously she needed something to pay the bills, and I'm sure that got her, like, a good amount of money because people were just like, oh, fuck. I can't believe this shit. Yeah. You know, like...
You lost me at the pussy buns.
Yeah.
Buns
like,
part.
write better, I think, is my main complaint here.
Maybe that's what she was going for. Just write as bad as possible. I think that's Chuck Tingle's motto. Just write porn horribly.
Maybe I can find some quotes from Chuck Tingle.
Which book, though?
I don't know. Chuck Tingle...
Book quotes.
Chuck Tingle book quotes.
Excuse me. Ooh,
oh my fuck.
Oh no.
He's got a book called Pounded in the Butt by My Own Butt.
God. I think he made a podcast too. Called Pounded in the Butt by My Own Podcast or something.
Giving myself enough room to center myself and then quickly transform into a handsome helicopter.
Oh.
This is from Helicopter Man Pounds Dinosaur Billionaire Ass.
Wow, the only billionaire that I know. I accept. Little dinosaur billionaire who's gay. Incredible.
And sitting next to me are both Jesus and Santa Claus, each of them incredibly ripped and shirtless. Nice. From Oppressed in the Butt by My Inclusive Holiday Coffee Cups.
That's what, that's the future liberals want. Is it really bad?
No, I'm just like,
Processing.
oh yeah, I just can't think about like any of this. I have to like stop thinking, or else I will go insane. This one is from Angry Man pounded by the fear of his latent gayness over a dinosaur transitioning into a unicorn. Oh my god, I say, overwhelmed by the forest of dicks that surround me. I can't believe how gay I really am. I think that's a pretty good one.
That's a good one.
You just it vibes.
Maybe these ones are better because they're gay. automatically just better.
I think so.
Yeah.
Looking up at the gang in a belligerent state of cock-drunk lust. That's also for the coffee cups one.
I wonder what Santa and Jesus were up to.
Oh my god, he exists in his own universe.
Chuck Tingle?
Yeah.
I'm not surprised.
In Trans Wizard Harriet Porber and the Bad Boy Parasaurolophilus,
I think?
Saurolophilus? I don't fucking know.
Mm-hmm.
Just how rich are you? I finally ask. Pretty rich, Snape informs me.
Snape?
Yes, Snape.
I love that, Snape.
I didn't really earn it, though. I was written into incredible wealth by Chuck Tingle, the author. You can't really just be a bad boy in books like this. You've got to be a billionaire bad boy. It's kind of toxic, actually. So he just exists in his own written universe.
I love that. The Chuck Tingle universe.
I don't know how I didn't notice this before, but Harriet Porber is literally just Harry Potter, but fucked up.
You didn't notice?
I didn't notice.
Oh, okay. It was supposed to be parody, but yeah.
This is incredible.
This is so good. I'm well fed.
This is a fucking long one.
Maybe it's a butt pounding scene.
No, it's actually from the Space Raptor Butt trilogy.
Oh, that's right.
I kiss Orion deeply, one last time. Are you sure you don't want to come in with me? I ask. I don't think it's going to help your case, the Raptor replies. I mean, some people just don't understand that love is real. You've got to put yourself in their position. They're so used to everything working a certain way, women kissing men, men kissing men, not men kissing dinosaurs. I want to protest, but I know that he's right. Even the most liberal of juries is going to have a hard time with this muscular dinosaur sitting there in the courtroom while I argue my case. It's better if we part ways here. I'll see you soon, I tell him, my voice quaking. We both know that's not going to happen, but we're trying our best to pretend. I love you, Orion says to me one last time. I love you too, I assure him. We kiss again, and then I finally muster up the discipline to pull away and push out through the car's door. I stand up on the sidewalk before the courthouse as flashbulbs burst with blinding luminescence. I shield my eyes, stunned for a moment as I struggle to collect my bearings. Mr. Tanner, someone interjects, shoving a microphone in my face. Is it true you hate unicorns? What? I stammer. We understand that your mission was funded off the profits of illegally traded unicorn tears. Do you have anything to say to that? I mean, I'm still trying to collect my bearings, struggling to sort through her words. No, wait, yeah, I do. That's really bad. I didn't know anything about it. The reporter nods and repeats my words back to me. Really bad. So you're saying it's not awful? Is that what you're saying? No, I start. Because it sounds like you're not really coming out against the illegal trade of unicorn tears, the reporter continues. I literally heard about it 5 seconds ago, I counter. That sounds terrible. I don't really know anything about it, but it sounds really bad and I don't support that. The reporter nods. Okay, it's really hard to understand you when you speak in code like this. Can you just answer the question? Do you or don't you support bad guys doing bad things? Because you haven't really come out against them. I don't support bad guys, I try to say as clearly as I possibly can. The reporter just stares at me blankly. So you're not gonna come out against them? Suddenly, someone from the mob pushes me from behind and I stumble forward. The entire gang of hungry journalists and newscasters has reached a tipping point, and I realize now that if I don't continue onward, there's gonna be a problem. What the fuck?
Such a beautiful conflict writing.
Honestly,
also, reporters really just be like that.
Honestly, yeah. But I kind of lost myself in there for a second.
Yeah. I'd be like that. Huh. Ooh. Sorry. These are incredible.
Honestly, though, he, he reads better.
Well, we haven't read, the porny stuff.
True. Okay, well, this is from Dr. Chuck Tingle's Complete Guide to Romance. I don't believe that this man is a doctor.
I don't think so either. But he might have a PhD.
He is, though.
You're right, the PhD from
Oh, fuck. All right.
Dr. Chuck Tingle.
Double penetration is an expert move performed by 3 partners. When this move is performed, 2 of the 3 lovers will insert themselves into a single butt simultaneously or into nearby areas if a woman is involved.
I mean,
So, like,
it sounds really painful if you have two in there at the same time. But
I mean, some people get the pleasure out of that, but it's also like, you know, it's very formal.
Yeah.
It's very just like, I don't know if that's also how he writes his like horny things. That was like the horniest thing that I found on the page.
Yeah.
So like, I don't know, you know, I don't know if he writes his porn that formally, there's a little bit of an issue.
Right.
If he writes it in the same way that
Corona.
Yeah, that the Corona lady, MJ Edwards, I think her name was.
Yeah.
If he writes in the same way that she does in regards to pornography,
it's a no.
It's a no.
It's a no.
It's gonna be a light no, but a no nonetheless.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. What a ride. Only one way to find out, though. You gotta read one of his books.
I could almost literally find it like right now.
You think there's PDFs of Chuck
there
Tingle,
has to be.
Sir Chuck Tingle's work?
Kissing the Coronavirus book PDF. There's...
Maybe not.
Interesting. Publisher is Viral Erotica. Very interesting. Okay, great. The short story is expected to be a bestseller following the positive reviews from audience on Goodreads.
Oh boy.
I don't know about that one.
I don't know about that one either, but hey, I believe it. 2020 season finale.
Yeah, 2020 season finale is this one just popping off.
Yeah. Maybe it's not on PDF. Maybe they did a pretty good job of like protecting.
I'm sure I could find it.
The Kindle Unlimited is like, oh, it has to be Kindle, huh?
Yeah. Kindle Unlimited I could get for free, but
You need or buy for 99 cents.
what is Kindle Unlimited? Read with Kindle
Well, it
Unlimited.
says read for free on the side, but I don't know.
I think you might have to like subscribe to
yeah.
Kindle Unlimited.
Oh yeah, okay, digital library. Well, you can always do a 30 days.
Yeah, I mean, there's a 30-day free trial, and
If
then I
that's
can
something-
just incredible, truly incredible. Is this really what I'm gonna do? Is this what I'm gonna do?
I think we're feeling it.
I think we're feeling it. Yeah, but fuck Amazon. That's why I'll do the free trial and then cancel my subscription immediately. Just so I can read Kissing Coronavirus.
Yeah. Oh boy. What happened? Was it too hot?
Yeah, it was too hot.
Here, drink something cold.
It's okay.
You sure?
Yeah, it'll be fine.
You sure? Just put your lips in the cold water. It goes.
It's a little dip. You know, but talking about like fucking all these monsters and whatnot,
Oh no.
and like dinosaurs and stuff.
Yeah.
Would you?
A dinosaur?
I don't know. Because like if we're looking at the Chuck Tingle like covers and stuff, the Chuck Tingle
Dinosaurs.
covers, they're all dinosaurs, but they have human bodies, and also like
they're
so does the
green.
coronavirus.
Yeah.
So, like-
well, the coronavirus, if she dies in the end, probably not.
Yeah, I mean she probably dies in the end because she probably fucked it and got corona.
Yeah.
But
On her deathbed, like, it was worth it.
it was worth it.
Thank you, Corona.
His hot man dog in my wet pussy
Oh,
buns.
stop. So gross.
I know.
Anywho,
Awful.
definitely would not fuck the coronavirus, but I don't know.
I don't know.
Dinosaurs, I don't think so either. There's not really like,
A sexual
like-
appeal.
yeah.
I feel like if I'm gonna answer yes to those questions, definitely not the coronavirus one because I just
crave life, thanks.
yeah, thank you. But like if someone came up to me and were like, "Hey, listen, if you fuck a dinosaur I'll give you like $1 billion," you know?
I think,
And
yeah,
then they're
maybe in that case, maybe.
well, yeah, but then they're also like, "Oh, but you can also fuck like a dinosaur with a human body but a dinosaur head for like, 500 million."
Mhm.
Then I'm just going to be like, "Okay, I might as well just like commit to the bit and just fucking actual dinosaur.
Is that bestiality though? It's gotta be
I think so.
bestiality. Yeah. Well, as long as the dinosaur can consent, that's it.
As long as there's consent involved.
Yeah.
But also, have we studied dinosaurs enough to know like their anatomy and stuff?
I don't know. Is it even like what we're thinking of? Like a penis and...
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
I don't know. Maybe it's like a cloaca thing kind of deal. Because snakes do have a penis. It's just like hooded. You know, it's like hidden. So maybe something like that? Reptile.
Are dinosaurs reptiles?
They're not reptiles, but they're the ancestors of our current day reptiles. So I'm assuming it's something similar like that, where it's like hooded. Same with birds. Like the penis is kind of hidden. Yeah. Fun fact about birds, bird sexual anatomy is normally you can't see like the testicles or anything, you know, on any given day for birds because it'll weigh male birds down, I guess, during flight. So that's why when it's mating
too much air
season,
drag, gotta tuck them.
Yeah, that's why when it's mating season, they grow up to like 100 times their normal size. So they just have giant balls hanging out there. Yeah, birds during mating season.
No, I thought you meant like the whole bird grows.
Oh no, just the balls.
Just the balls.
Just the balls.
Like a tanuki.
Yeah, there you go. So maybe something like that. Maybe it's like hidden and then just kind of mating time, it comes out.
That's interesting.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. Well, I'll never forget when my professor was like, yes, these are bird testicles. And I was like, they were so small in that picture, and then look at that one.
Do dinosaurs have genitals? Birds and reptiles are dinosaurs' closest living relatives, and because they all have a cloaca, a single opening for urination, defecation, and reproduction, most paleontologists believe that dinosaurs did the deed through such an orifice as well. This may not have required a penis.
Oh,
so,
interesting.
I mean, there's people out there fucking chickens, you know?
Oh, don't say that.
Licking chicken cloaca.
Stop.
I can show you that gif. Sydney sent it to me.
Please don't. I'm just thinking about the poor chicken being like...
Yeah, it looked awful. It looked horrifying.
He was like...
But...
Chicken just comments like, sir, can you not put your mouth on that, please?
It's awful.
Yeah, that's terrible.
But, like... I don't know. I feel like this also just goes back to like the conversation we had last week about like bronies and stuff.
Oh,
where it's just like
anthropomorphic versus not anthropomorphic.
Yeah, it's like if you want to fuck like an anthropomorphized fictional animal, then there's probably some root within you that
wants to fuck
that makes you
thing.
You want to fuck like an actual like dinosaur. Like Chuck Tingle writes about these humans with dinosaur heads but considers them dinosaurs. Yeah. So they're anthropomorphized. But there's probably also means that he wants to fuck a dinosaur.
Maybe. And are we going to judge him for that?
No, we're not, because he's probably making money off of it. So
yeah.
Good for him.
Because I was going to say, even if they don't have human bodies, they like talk and interact like humans as well. So they can consent to sex. Yeah. So I don't know. Maybe he really does. He looked at a dinosaur as a kid and he was like, oh.
One day.
Mr. Dinosaur.
One day I'm going to fuck that. Even if it's in writing, I'm going to fuck it.
I'll get there. My butt will be proud.
Yeah, and it has been multiple times.
Wow, what a wild story. No one, or what a wild genre. I mean, of books. No wonder the people who made My Dad Wrote a Porno, which is a really funny podcast, were really profiting from that. Because I feel like if we just read books like that,
maybe
all the time,
maybe our podcast, maybe Sunday Sesh will stop being just like a open discussion one and just be like another My Dad Read a Porno or Wrote a Porno. Yeah. Except we just read all the shitty erotic literature on Amazon.
Yeah, we could do that. I think this will be fun though to interact.
Yeah.
For sure.
I think it'll be awful.
Yeah, probably. People might not be here for that. That's for sure.
Or they might be.
That's true. I don't know. We can always try it next week and see who likes it. Yeah.
We'll start with kissing a coronavirus.
Yeah. Oh boy.
Hi Eve.
Yeah.
Next
of erotic literature.
Week.
Maybe?
Next week is the 14th.
Yeah, is that
right? This should be okay.
Oh, it's
we're going out on the 13th.
Sunday is the 15th. Yeah.
Sunday's the 15th. Oh, okay.
It's Friday the 13th.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah,
That's fine.
yeah. Yay, Friday the 13th.
Yeah, because we're going out on the 13th.
Yeah, it's been 1 year.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
We've been together for like a year.
A year.
Technically,
I don't
we've
know how you put up with
already been together for like a year, but we're going to celebrate on Friday the 13th.
Formally. Yeah.
Because it's
Formally.
it's like a
I think it was the
easier
day.
date to remember.
I think it was the day I was like, wow, I guess you're not going to get sick of me.
Yeah.
Because I was like, wait, we just spent like the entire day together, I think.
Was that?
That was Descanso. Because I remember you checked the receipts of that day, and that was when we went to Descanso. We got food in that little bakery. We hung out at my house, and then we went to the bar with Clyder and Andy and Natalie.
Fuck.
Right? I think that's why we picked that day, because it was like
God.
we spent the entire time from like the morning all the way until like 1 a.m. the next day, or like 12 a.m. the next day. And we were like, wow, I guess we're not sick of each other.
Now
Marry
here we
me.
are. Oh wow. Oh wow.
This is my promposal with my little pop, what is it? Ring pop. I always say pop ring.
Little corsage.
Yeah. Here you go. Marry me, corsage.
Corsage. I'm just gonna wear it at all times.
Yeah.
Is this for my prom?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what
So we're
doing.
gonna celebrate on the 13th. And proposal on stream. Yeah.
Oh.
I'm gonna propose to her one day through the stream.
Oh
And she's
my
not
God.
gonna be watching. I'll be like, baby,
Where
watching.
is she? I'm like, sorry, babe. Don't have Wi-Fi. No, I could be in some horrible situation. Just like, well, I guess I'll just wait until next week. No. I was gonna say you have to finish Blind Manor because there's a really cute proposal scene in it.
Between the lesbians.
Mm-hmm. And I was like, oh, I don't know if anyone here has seen Blind Manor, but it's
I
good.
feel like somebody's got to have.
I feel like a lot of people watched it because The Haunting of Hill House is pretty popular.
Yeah,
but
I'm sad that it like wasn't as like creepy as like Hill House.
I still was a little, definitely. Well, let me think. I would say it's pretty close though. Well, it's not exactly as creepy. It's pretty close, and I agree with what Grady said that it was more of like an emotional ride, if that makes sense. Like it was just really, really sad. There were some really, really sad scenes in this season where I was like, damn. But it was very like poignant. It was very well done. Where you're just like, holy shit, what if one day I woke up and I was stuck in a memory forever, reliving it over and over.
Spoilers?
Kind of. It's like spoilery, but it applies generally to the story. Like the idea, it's like the idea that you're faced with just your memories. And that's it, and that's all you have. And you'll never know if what you're experiencing is real or just a memory. And I was like, that's scary in that regard. I think I would say that's the more creepy.
So it's kind of like a more...
Mm-hmm.
Is that meta?
I don't know. Oh, it's fluffy. Never mind. I thought it was like a little like fly, and I was like, no, it's just fluff there.
No, it's just fluff.
Yeah.
I just exude dust.
It's kind of meta, maybe.
Yeah, it's kind of just like not like traditionally creepy, like ooh spooky ghost.
Yeah, it's existential.
Yeah, existential.
Yeah. Yeah, but still like also sad because you're like, wow, holy shit, that like must really suck.
As long as
It's
my
really
King Owen is okay.
I'll tell you, he's okay. He has really
You
good.
already told me.
Oh, I did?
Yeah.
Oh, great.
You mentioned that he was okay.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Yeah, he's okay. He's happy. But okay, I really don't want to spoil it for you, but I'm thinking about it. I won't spoil it for you, but you're gonna be shook when you find out who you know how we were like theorizing who the lady was, the older lady talking at the wedding dinner, and she was like, "I'll tell you the story of Blind Manor." And we're like, "Who the fuck is she?" Oh, fuck me up when I found out.
Oh fuck.
I was like, "Fuck! I knew it all along, but I didn't piece it together."
Oh shit.
Yeah, or I didn't know it all along, but you know, I feel like the pieces were there and I just didn't connect them. I was like, "Fuck! Who else could it have been?" Of course, it was this lady.
Is it a character that we already know?
Mm-hmm. It's a character I already know.
Is it the lesbian?
Oh,
The
I don't want to spoil
gardener?
it. I don't want to spoil it though.
She's the only one with an accent, though.
They have other ones. The kids have accents, and other characters have accents.
I mean, if it's Flora, then I'm not that shook by it.
it's she's there though. If you pay attention to the scene, she's there as well. There are multiple characters that we meet that are there on that day in the present day. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, which I didn't know until at the end. I was like, "Fuck, they're all there."
Ooh,
yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah,
oh,
but
like
you
that.
don't know because you just see her starting the story and you're like, "Oh, then we must know who she is." But then
Wait,
at
so
the end,
whose wedding is it?
I don't want.
Is it just like a descendant of people who dealt with Bly Manor?
Maybe I don't want to. I feel bad if I spoil it for you.
Actually, we won't say it on stream just because if
Oh,
people
yeah,
are
that's
watching
true.
in stream, then
We don't wanna
we don't want to
spoil
spoil it for them either.
Yeah, it's been about a month since it came out, but yeah, I wouldn't want to
I
spoil
mean,
it for you.
yeah, I don't care if you spoil it.
I feel bad.
No, I don't care.
Anyway, it was a really depressing ending. It was just depressing, but like melancholy happiness in a way, if that makes sense.
Bittersweet.
It was bittersweet because it was obviously not everyone got their happy ending. I think that's true for a lot of stories.
Probably some people die.
Some people die. Yeah.
Like, I was gonna say Owen, but that's not his name. The fucking
Miles.
yeah, I think so. The
Well,
shadow
you'll
guy
see,
with the
you'll see.
glasses.
The shadow guy. Shadow guy with the glasses. You find out who the bird mask ghost is, which I thought was
Did
really
they look cool?
Well, I mean, it's just like a standard plague mask.
Oh,
really.
but nothing else.
But yeah, nothing really. It's not a monster or anything. It's a ghost, and we know like who the ghost and how they got there. And just the Lady of the Lake, her origin story is so good. Fucked up, but good. And that's who the lesbian sister was from Haunting of Hill House. That's
Oh,
who
she's the Lady of the
She's
Lake?
the Lady of the Lake. Yeah. I was like, oh, if she's lesbian, why is she so mean?
It's the homophobia.
The internalized homophobia.
The Destiel homophobic confession.
Yeah, the way she kills people, I was like, no wonder these kids were like,
Fucked up.
fuck. Yeah, because she literally just like, if you're in, well, I don't know if I'm spoiling.
No.
Maybe. I mean,
This one's not really a story.
because I think we
spoiler.
know Lady of the Lake is bad, right? She's kind of
I
an evil,
assume-
malevolent presence.
I assume that she is, yeah.
But she's more like a poltergeist because she can actually like kill people.
Yeah.
But the way she does it, and this is the reason why the kids are always watching the dollhouse to make sure that all the other adults like avoid her, is because she walks the same route in the house every night, right?
So she is the mud, right?
Yeah, she is the mud. I guess not every night. I guess there's some times where like she deviates from that, but usually she's walking through like the same route, and you'll know why if you watch her origin story. But if you're in that route, what she does is like if she's if you're facing her as she's walking towards you, she'll grab your neck and then just drag you, and then you die because she just chokes you to death.
Oh my god.
But she just keeps walking, and then as you're flailing in her grasp, yeah, I was like, that's fucking horrifying.
Okay, but then there was also that when they were playing hide and seek, there's that scene where Flora's like hiding behind the chest, and then there's that like fucking crawling thing behind her that just like doesn't have like eyes or a mouth anymore.
You'll see why they don't have that. Yeah.
Is that also Lady of the Lake, or is that something else?
It was a different ghost, but losing your face is very characteristic of being a ghost at Bly Manor for so long you forget who you are. Yeah.
It's kind of fucked up.
It's fucked up. They're all faceless if you pay attention, or if you, not all.
Well,
of
in the
them,
beginning, in like the opening credit scene too, like the paintings of the people, their
fade
faces
away.
start disappearing. Yeah.
Lady of the Lake doesn't have a face either.
Oh,
Yeah.
then how do you know it's her?
How do you know it's
Oh,
her?
because
We know her origin story, and then
Yeah,
the person telling the story that I won't spoil is like, eventually
I'm just
she
gonna
was stuck
Google
there.
it.
No, don't Google it. Don't spoil it. But eventually she was like, stuck there doing that, killing people for so long and going through the house and doing it repeat over and over and over that she lost her face because she forgot who she was. And
As long as my King Owen is okay, I don't care.
he's fine. I can't say the same for everyone, but yeah, he's fine.
I don't care about everyone.
Really?
Just care about.
You just care about Owen? I thought you cared. Okay, never mind. I'm not gonna say her name, but anywho,
I care about.
bad shit happens.
I care about everyone.
but Owen. Wow, if Owen was real, I would eat his food. So I would enjoy his food so much.
If Owen was real,
Mhm.
I would cry. I think. Just like him existing and knowing that he's out there, I would be like, King.
He's at the wedding too. If you pay attention. Not.
think-
he's aged up, but yeah, he's there.
I think I like might remember that because I
Yeah.
remember seeing like a singular person of color
Yeah,
like at the
real.
wedding.
I think everyone's so white because they're all like, oh, ha ha, wedding jitters. Oh my God, we're
Yeah.
all wealthy.
And then there was like that
white."
singular person of color,
And we're
and
like,
I was like, "Who are you?"
Yeah, that was Owen.
Yeah.
I'll tell you that much. That was
I
Owen.
mean, you don't have to tell me that much. I know.
I'll confirm that much there. Or I'll corroborate that much. But it was good. I feel bad I watched it without you.
No, it's
Sorry.
okay. I told you could.
I felt bad though. But at a certain point, I was like, because I watched a few
No, I
episodes
know,
with
I
my
know.
dad, and then it didn't make sense because I was like, oh, there were gaps. And I was like, I don't know why I fucking did that. I'm such an idiot.
is
Why did I
okay.
watch it with my dad?
It's okay.
So then I was like, oh, I want to fill in the gaps. Because I watched the ending with him. And I was like, I want to know how they got there. Because I'm an idiot again. I skipped the previous episodes.
No, you're okay.
I felt bad.
It was okay.
So now
I
we're
told
catching
you
up
you
on
could.
JoJo. So I was like,
I know. We're almost done with JoJo Part 3, Stardust Crusaders.
yeah. And then part 4, I'm gonna have to ask for a Crunchyroll login stuff again because I don't think I have it. I think I
Oh, that's
forgot
okay.
it.
No, I'll
Or-
like log in for everything for you too. Or if
I
you
mean,
want to just
you don't
like
have
do it
to.
wherever, then I could just send it to you.
Yeah, or you don't have to. I feel bad.
Okay. No, don't worry
I'm,
about it.
I'm mooching off your Crunchyroll.
You are allowed to mooch.
But yeah, hopefully. So it's 4 and 5 are also both long, like 48 episodes.
No.
20?
Stardust Crusaders is the longest one out of like the entire
Oh, that's
like existing
right.
series.
That's right. Okay, I remember.
Part 4 and 5 are like 30-ish, like just under 40, I'd say.
Oh, it's a kind of long, but not quite. It's like in
Yeah.
the middle of part 2 and 3. Because part
Yeah.
2 was only like 20, I think. 21? 20.
Part 2 is like
Was it also 30?
No,
Maybe it
part
was.
Part 1 is like 8 episodes, and then part 2 I think is like 16 or something. It's like a weird number
Yeah.
because
just
part
like
1 and 2
Voltron.
get like lumped
Yeah.
together into like one season.
Yeah. It's just like Voltron.
Yeah.
Gets fucking weird.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
But then
So I was
part
like,
3,
it might take me a long time if there's a lot in them, but we'll
part
see.
3 is like 50. Part 4 is like 40. Part 5 is also like 40.
Okay.
Before
Shouldn't be too
for the
bad,
first
hopefully.
half of 4 starts off and it's like very like slice of lifey, very different from like how part like 1 through 3 is very like story like
Yeah, they
they're
really
moving towards a
kick it off.
direction
Yeah.
kind of. Part 4, the first half is very much like, oh, like
I go to
Here's-
school. I
yeah.
had a crush on some. I don't know something.
kind of.
It's like
there's
I
no-
hate you, mom. I don't know. You know, very like.
No. Ooh.
Oh, should I not have said that? That struck a chord.
No. Josuke's mom. Josuke's the main character of part
Yeah.
4. Josuke's mom. MILF.
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 Another MILF. Cool. Because Joseph's mom was MILF.
Joseph's mom, definitely MILF.
I guess
Lisa,
Tataru. Well,
MILF.
she's not MILF. But I think we talked about it. Holly was like more. She's like a very kind mother.
Yeah. Holly
I mean, you know.
Holly is a mild. A mother I'd like to date.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say a milk mother I'd like to cherish, maybe.
Ooh.
Yeah, I don't know,
like
but
that.
milk with a C.
Yeah.
Because I was like, she's obviously very pretty, and obviously, you know, every time I
just
see
a
her
sweetheart.
naked, I'm like, I know, like, kind of most of the women of JoJo look like that, anyways, or at least so far. But I was like, yeah, I mean, she's got a nice body, but I don't think I would pursue anything.
Yeah, you know, it's
Yeah.
like you just want to.
I just want to be like, wow,
Just
ma'am, do
cherish
you want
her.
to like
Do you want
go
to
out
be
for
cherished?
coffee or something, and just talk, and
Would you
just
like to be-
cherish each other?
Would you
Yeah.
like to be held?
Would you like to be baby for a little bit? Because you have baby, and now I can help you be baby.
Your
Yeah,
baby's in
that's
Egypt.
cool. Okay, I'm excited to see the new MILF of part 4.
She appears like 4 times. That's it.
Oh, okay, never mind.
But
well,
the first time that you're introduced to her,
does she have like a
Queen.
strong entrance, or
she does.
Okay, cool.
Someone catcalls her and she like
Oh,
fucking breaks his face against his car window.
oh,
It's great.
how I'm trying to be.
Yeah. Also, her
Yeah.
dad's a cop, and so he like comes by and
Oh,
he sees it.
So
He,
unfortunate.
yeah.
Okay.
He sees it happen, but then he's like, "Oh, you silly," and goes on.
He's like, I raised you. You know, fuck cops, but I raised you.
He's like, "I raised you right."
Yeah. Oh, good for her. Good for her. A queen.
Mm-hmm.
I'm excited. But
Uh,
we'll get there soon, I guess.
Yeah.
Soon, because we're almost done with part 3.
Yeah, we. If you wanted to, we could literally finish part 3 today.
Yeah, here we do. Here or at my place, or
Up
I don't
to
know if
you.
you have a preference. I don't know wherever you're more comfy.
Up
I
to you.
don't have preference either.
Yeah. So we could do That, and then part 4, first half is like slice of life, where it's just like you kind of get introduced to like a lot of different characters, and it's just like, oh, haha, this is fun. Like there's a bunch of stand users, people are like fighting and stuff, and there's no like real like goal at
there's
all.
no main villain. Yeah.
But then like the latter half of part 4, woo, woo, my God, one of my favorites of the series.
Cool.
And then part 5 is just. Part 5 is crisp as hell.
Okay. I'm excited. We'll see when I'll get there. Because I'm not watching anything else really right now. I'm just waiting for... Well, I'm watching Ruby. But that's coming out like weekly. So can't really binge that. But also watching nothing else. So... Well, I guess Onyx Equinox when it comes out, because that's also on Crunchyroll. But that's also probably going to be a weekly thing, maybe.
It might be, but since it's an original, they might just drop the whole thing.
Okay. I gotta support. I gotta show a little bit of support for the homies.
For the homies.
For Sophie. Because, I know this is like personal info, but ever since like they're falling out with Kate, they haven't like interacted with her at all. And I was like,
good.
We'd love to see it.
Good.
Yeah.
What if Haley was in chat and she's like,
I should have said that.
No, it's okay.
Do you think she is? I hope
I
not.
don't think so.
Okay, cool.
She rarely
I'm sorry.
comes in.
I'm talking about
you're
personal,
fine.
Personal things that I shouldn't be. But
we just feel a certain way about a certain friend's significant other, and
we've been vocal about it. But,
we wish that our friend would leave that relationship because it is not a great environment.
It's not healthy. Yeah.
But then that. So, and we can't really like, insert ourselves and be like, hey.
Let me protect you.
Yeah. Because it's, it's not really our place. It's not our relationship to insert ourselves into, but we just want to see our friend happier and healthier.
Yeah. And it's like, it's one of those things where it's like, I think I've mentioned before, it's like, sometimes the best thing you can do is not a damn thing. And I was like, I think that's it. We already talked to this person. We're like, we just want you to be happy, and like not with someone who makes you feel like loving you is conditional, or loving you is something you have to earn, or, just because your partner is providing for you, they can't hold that against you. It's not healthy. It's like really toxic. But, again, for our friend, it's just convenient to be with that person right now, especially in times of corona. It makes sense, but it's safety, it's comfort, it's convenient. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe someday. We're just we joke about it a lot, but we just hope there won't be a wedding in our future.
Yeah. It's definitely something I worry about, because I've seen the pattern that's going on.
It's common, I think, especially. It's not really talked about in LGBT communities too, unfortunately. I think
it kind of plays into like the U-Haul lesbians.
Yeah, maybe.
But
maybe it's like, oh, I can't find other women like me, or other women that liked women, so I latch onto you or something like that. Yeah. And
it quote unquote helps, if they're like financially helping you, but then it's also just like.
It's like your parents. They'll use that against you.
Yeah, it's not something that should be keeping you in a relationship.
Exactly. Yeah. So, I don't know. I just think I wish maybe but it'd be nice to see abusive relationships in LGBTQIA communities talked about, because I feel like obviously it's barely even talked about in like heterosexual. It's always kind of pushed under the rug. Think about it with other communities that are marginalized. And I've talked about this book when we first started dating, I think. Maybe. How did I get it? Alora Dean Keeps Breaking Up With Me.
Yeah.
Really good book. If you guys are looking for a really beautifully illustrated graphic novel called Laura Dean Keeps Breaking Up With Me by, I forget her first name, but by something Tamako. It really explores that. It explores being in a very unhealthy relationship, like, as a woman-loving woman, as someone who's coming of as someone who's coming of age, and thinking that she's met the love of her life and she doesn't want to let her go, and is treated so horribly by her partner. It was like one of the few pieces of literature or any media where I was like, holy shit, they don't talk about this. They don't talk about this in our community.
Yeah, I think like
I don't know if that's just my opinion, but maybe you guys, maybe you have. I don't know if you've seen.
No,
Friends
I mean I haven't seen it either, and I think that that's like an issue. Is just like toxicity is very much like stayed away from as like a conversation topic, because if you're in a relationship, you don't want to let people know your like troubles, because you're just like, oh, I want people to think that I'm like happy. I want people to think that I'm enjoying myself in this relationship. Like, my troubles in my relationship should not be something that are aired publicly, because there's no reason for other people to know what's going on in my life. It's like that sense of like privacy and intimacy and everything, but it's also just like, if you're having trouble in your relationship, well, maybe you should examine that. Maybe perhaps you should maybe just not even be in the relationship. Just a thought.
Just a thought. Just gonna pepper that in. But yeah, I think especially like, at least in our society, I obviously can't speak for the entire world, maybe, but it's just, people just don't talk about the abuse that comes with relationships. We're barely talking about it in, heterosexual relationships and romances on screen and media and literature. But I think in the LGBT community, I think because, not everyone, if I was like if I was a lesbian, if I was only attracted to women, it's so hard to find another woman that's attracted to women as well. And I might feel like, oh, I have to make it work. I have to, stick with this person because I don't know anyone else who will date me. And it sucks. It's lonely. It's lonely. Lonely.
Yeah.
Lonely. And I can see why that creates a grounds for you'll take anything. We accept the love we think we deserve. So that's why. Yeah, sorry. You have to watch Perks of Being a Wallflower.
Okay.
Yeah. It's so good.
I know.
I cry. Well, I thought Maya was going to cry, but she was really close. She didn't cry. But it was a good coming of age movie.
Me with you when we were watching the whole Vanilla Ice fight.
Oh, that we accept the love we think we deserve.
No.
Oh.
That I thought you were gonna cry. I wanted you to cry.
I'm sorry. I feel like, I don't know. When have I ever cried? I'm trying to think of any time I've cried during. I feel like I cry when I see real. I know this sounds weird, but if I see a real person crying, then my brain's like, oh, cry. I don't know if that makes sense.
I get you.
If that makes sense. If I see like a real, actual, not actual, but person on screen, I feel like it's harder for me. Maybe.
I've cried.
I know. I'm sorry, Palmer. I was really sad though. If it's
no,
any
I know. It's okay.
If it's any consolation, but I do cry. I'm trying to think. I did. Iron Giant is one of the few movies. I'm sorry.
No, I know.
We're full circle.
No, you're
that
totally
was the
fine.
one animated movie that I think made me cry because I felt the
the
tinge.
tinge.
Castle in the Sky makes me cry sometimes a little bit, or tear up, because I was like, damn, fucked up that they made two 12-year-old kids fight this war for them. But anywho,
I haven't actually cried in a few years.
You cried when we watched The Big Sick.
I teared up a little bit, but I didn't cry.
There were tear stains on my shirt. I don't know if I ever told you this. I don't know if I should be saying this on a public platform.
No matter.
If you don't mind. But I remember you
That's
were
also
laying
totally
on
a
my...
lie because
Me? Lie?
No.
Oh.
Me.
Oh,
Lying.
I was
Because
like,
last
I
year
swear.
when I was in my college apartment, I had a full bottle of
Haikyuu.
wine.
Yeah. You cried over Haikyuu.
Oh, that was like a few years ago.
Oh, okay. Never mind,
But this one
was... We're figuring it
was
out, guys.
like last year. I watched it. I actually watched a movie with Sydney, and I had like down a full bottle of wine at the end. I just like.
Does that count though?
No,
Because alcohol. I guess alcohol, if it makes you cry, counts.
Yeah, but I just had like a full
crying.
emotional breakdown. It was great.
Oh
Let's
no.
So Mari says isolation has a lot to do with it. Also, heteronormative and monogamous behavior. So
Sorry, we're playing catch up.
Non-traditional relationships.
Yeah.
Which is definitely true. But I think that's just because, like, even when we're young, we're like put into this mold of compulsive heterosexuality.
Yeah.
So it's just like we get like pushed into this, and even when we like break out of the mold, like we still kind of hold that shape.
Yeah.
So
we accept the love we think we deserve. Sorry.
Yeah. It's definitely it's definitely something that needs to be like unlearned, but it's not even like a personal unlearning thing. It is that, but we need to unlearn to the point that our children and like future generations don't also suffer.
It needs to be talked
that.
about. Yeah, it needs to be aired. Like how mental illness is just so not talked about in POC communities, especially Latino and Black communities. Gotta talk about it. You got to. There's no more excuses. But yeah, I am a sympathy crier, I guess.
Yeah.
I will see like people cry on screen sometimes, and I'll tear up, and I'm like, why am I doing that? I'm an idiot. I'm so empathetic because I'm a Pisces.
I'm like very empathetic, and like I'll feel things, but like if I see people crying, like I won't cry.
Yeah,
I'll just
I think
be
that's
like,
fair.
oh.
I'm just like, I don't know, I'm weird, I guess, like that. Not to say that Kim's weird. I'm weird. Yeah, if it has nothing, even if, well, and I feel like if I can relate to that person more, then I'm more likely to cry. Like, in speaking of...
Polder.
I can't relate to Polner if I can respect him.
His big boobie.
His big boobie, yeah. Like in Love, Simon talking about gay stuff when he was crying coming out to his mom. I felt that. I cried when I came out to my mom. I couldn't stop crying when I came out to my mom. So I think that's why I was like, oh, he cried. I cry. You know? But Maya was bawling. She was, oh my God. I was so shocked because when he was like, yeah, Mom, like, I'm gay, blah, blah. Or not even that he said that. Like, she already knew, and she was just like, I want you to know that you get to like breathe, you get to exhale now because you don't have to keep it a secret anymore. And Maya was like, oh God, Jennifer Garner.
Jennifer Garner.
Yeah.
Holy shit. I haven't seen her in anything for forever.
If you watch Love, Simon, she does a really beautiful job playing.
She's a very good
mom.
actress.
Yeah, she's like the way a lot of people, queer people watching that movie were like, you know, like
I wish she was my mom.
People were like, her talking to, you know, felt like talking to me was just so cathartic. Yeah, so anywho, I cried during that because I really related to it. But there are other times, yeah, where it's like I don't relate to it, but I'm sad, you know. Like in Bly Manor, there were times where I was like, fuck. That sucks. Yeah. But yeah, I didn't cry in Steven Universe, but I can respect that you cried in Steven Universe, Mari. Yeah. I feel like
I got close, but I don't think I ever cried for Steven Universe. I think
there were times where we were like, you know.
Yeah. I think the last thing that I remember that like almost got me was when he was like falling through the sky and like cursing his mom or something. I forgot like
fuck you, Mom.
Yeah, he like fell through and he was like, you piece of shit.
Oh, the part that almost made me cry was the part where Pearl was talking about like, you know, asking Steven if he remembered being here, you know, as Rose.
Oh, that was a good one too,
actually. The scabbard, and she was like, what did she say? She was like repeating what Rose told her, and she was like, you don't have to fight for me, Pearl. And Pearl's like, yes, I do. You know?
I think that was exactly it.
That was word for word. And then they hold hands at the end, and I was like, fuck. But also, I can relate to that on some level too. You know, being in love with another, I guess, feminine coded character. I could, as a woo. You know, I was like, damn, I've had crushes on girls that never worked out or wasn't reciprocated in the way I wanted it to be. So I can kind of relate to that, and that's why I was like, fuck. Yeah, I just wanted to let you know that I don't like you in that way. So.
Oh, okay, for sure.
No, I'm kidding. Rose the Scabbard. Yeah,
that was the title.
Yeah, there we go. That's the one. That's the one that almost made me tear up. Yeah. And then, what else made me almost cry? The one where he sings "Change Your Mind" too, which I know you haven't seen because you stopped at a certain point. Yeah. But it was post meeting all the diamonds and being at home.
Yeah, I definitely haven't seen that. The last thing that I remember is like Lars fucking died.
You're so behind.
I know.
Yeah,
I'm extremely behind.
I mean, I feel like if you really want to catch up, I would say catch up. But if it's not, you know, if you've lost interest, then that was me in Homestuck. You know, I lost interest. So I was like, bye.
I think I fell off just because it was like they kept doing like the Steven bombs and stuff, where it was just like you would wait like forever, and then they would drop like a week.
Steven missed all crisis. Someone called it one time.
What?
Because you know they were like Steven bombs, and then someone put a calendar of when Steven was still airing, and it was like literally we'd go 7 months, have 12 episodes, and then that was it for the year.
Yeah.
And someone was like, should have called them Steven's miss out crises. I was like, that's so bad, but you were kind of onto something.
Yeah, but I mean that was why I like, fell off too, because it was just like I can't.
Yeah.
I can only put up with like this weird little like schedule that they're doing like for so long.
That's a really cool. That was the biggest drawback, I think, was that I wish they just had a regular and when they did have a regular schedule, it lasted for like 4 weeks. I think that was it.
Yeah, and it's just like
keep viewers. I don't believe that.
That's not how that works.
I don't believe that
because it's like I don't know. It's because my thought process is if you have that many episodes that you can just drop them like that, then you can also just put them out weekly.
I don't know why that was so hard.
Yeah.
I was like, what's hard about this, guys?
Yeah.
But respect to the crew, I guess.
Yeah,
respect
to the crew,
hard.
and it was probably like a Cartoon Network decision. But I don't think that that's the right way to do it. Like you can build the tension weekly, because if you hold it out for too long, like they did with the Steven bombs and everything, then it was like, what would happen is, people would like have that suspense for like a week, maybe 2. But then as it draws on to like months and months, then people just forget about it and they get invested in other things.
Yeah, I was like, did it get canceled? Or yeah, I felt bad, but who knows? Don't know why. Don't know but if you ever get back on it, I have the website with all the.
Is it Kiss Cartoon?
I don't think it was Kiss Cartoon. I think it was a Google Drive. I think.
Oh shit!
And I have the movie illegally on my laptop. If you just want to do that, so I hope that. I'm sorry.
NSA.
I'm sorry, Rebecca Sugar wasn't personal. It's just how that happened. It maybe was a little personal. I just downloaded it off a website that doesn't exist anymore. I don't think. And I was like, well, I guess I'll keep it. So I have that if you just want to watch that. But yeah.
I just poured my heart and soul into BoJack.
That's fair.
And then
you cried. Did you cry in BoJack?
I didn't cry, but it made me just like very sad. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't cry either, but
good as hell.
So good, really good. If you guys are looking for recommendations, but yeah, I don't think I cried either. There were times where I was like blown back from like the sheer force of the scene.
Yeah, it definitely isn't something that like I think makes you cry, but it definitely like just makes you like feel
makes you
empty,
the melancholy.
Yeah.
Like, also, for no reason.
Cam, I feel like knowing about Steven Universe from like discourse is a little bit different from like knowing it like organically, because like people
discourse
found so much shit like wrong with Steven Universe for like no reason.
But also there were the racist people too that were making all the characters white.
Oh yeah.
I don't know what, obviously
Sakimi.
Other than to announce to the world that, hey, I'm a huge fucking racist, I remember that was shitty. And unfortunately, it really sucks. But unfortunately, I feel like a lot of shows with good representation are always scrutinized so unfairly. Because people are like, wow, it's not good enough that we have these things. It's got to be this. And I'm like, bitch, they're making it for you to enjoy. But they're the ones making it, you know? Like,
I think a lot of it is like, when those shows like first come out, they get scrutinized because it's like, all the dude bros of like other like fucking shows and stuff. They come in, they're like, this isn't what I like. This like, why should we pander to SJWs? But then like, as they fade out of the fandom because they just aren't watching it anymore. Then like you get the other people who come in and like are watching it and build their own fandom. But then they get really like out of control because they're just like. They want so much more when they already have like as much as they can offer. And it's like chill, fucking relax, please.
And they want to be catered to, and I'm like, I get that because you're the consumer, you want what you want, but at the same time, this is a content creator with a crew making their thing and sharing it with you. You can't affect every single input. Yeah, it's not like you, the consumer, was like, wow, I wish there was a show about, this really cool, like, aliens based off of gems and stuff. Yeah, and magically it'll appear for, you know what I mean? If that makes sense. So I'm like, it's gotta stop. So the discourse was not the best.
Yeah, the discourse was...
Some of it was valid, but...
Some of it was definitely like valid and stuff. Like there's always gonna be valid discourse with like shows and stuff because sometimes people just aren't gonna like foresee like the thing that they want to do as being bad because like it's already an idea in their head and they haven't like they haven't like considered possible like detriments to it.
Right.
But then, like when they put it out, then other people are seeing it fresh, and they're just like, wait, that's kind of fucked up. And then they're like, oh, whoa, fuck. But then at that point, it's also like too late.
Yeah.
But like, there's valid discourse, and then there's like fandom discourse, which I think is a lot of what it, like that like bad stuff is.
Yeah. Definitely do not DNI. That was me and Voltron for the longest time.
Woo!
Yeah, and that was, which was funny because when I met Voltron fans in person at conventions and stuff, they were really, really nice people. So I don't, obviously, yeah, in fandoms there are definitely good and bad, and I was lucky enough that the cosplayers, at least in that community, were just very welcoming and very kind people. But I guess on the internet, there's again that idea of anonymity. And people are able to also interact with their content creators through Twitter, you know, more than ever before. You know, that wasn't possible 10 years ago. And I think that's why they think like, oh, like now I have a right to like talk mad shit about this show, and it's completely unfounded. Like yeah, you want your pairing to happen, I guess, but don't fucking threaten to break the writer's wrist over it. You know, fucking crazy.
Yeah, it like. I forget what the quote is exactly, but it was like, you know, like people will say a lot more shit like behind a screen because you can't see their face.
Yeah.
So it's like if you can't personally identify them, then they're like significantly less afraid of just being the absolute fucking worst.
Yeah. So I think that really fed into the whole bad side of fandoms, you know, like bad people in fandoms. And unfortunately, you know, when you have some bad apples in a barrel, it's gonna affect the rest of the barrel. So I can see why people, you know, were very afraid of the Voltron fandom for a long time, or very like
yeah, I was never like into Voltron at all, but
good.
I saw I saw like all of it.
Yeah.
Because Sydney was part of it. And she got wrapped up in some of the discourse
I forget
too
she
sometimes.
loves Chief. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which I respect.
Yeah. Like, she would retweet stuff and people would get mad at her, and I would see her responding to like some of it sometimes too. And I would be like, oh my fucking God. Like,
people
how?
Are angry. Oh. I can't.
Yeah, Angel, I'm sorry. I can't read that.
I can't read it. Sorry. Maybe we could translate it.
I don't
know. We'll try translating it in a bit.
What if it just says
like, everyone was saying gay baiting, queer baiting, but you know, I don't.
Can you hold
that? Yeah.
Thanks.
I don't know. Like, obviously, I don't support the people who were like, wow, I'm gonna threaten the creators because they didn't make this come true. But also, I really felt like they weren't really queer baiting, or weren't really. Oh, well, now we know. We're good. I wouldn't say they were exactly queer baiting, necessarily. Not to say that you can pair whoever the hell you want. They might not have ever interacted in canon. I could give less of a shit, but you know, the way the Voltron fans handled it was absolutely appalling, and I hope I never see that again in my days as a fan. But we'll see. I don't know. People will be stupid for absolutely no reason. Oh, you copied it? Oh, you copied and pasted it? Oh, it's cute. Yeah. Yeah, the fandom artists are really pushing it.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, no, you're fine. We're very much pushing it, and it was very much them thinking, like, oh, they're implying that they're a couple, and I'm like, not really, but, you know.
Yeah, somebody big sowed the seed, and everybody else, like, that kind of felt like that was just like, oh, shit, someone else is saying it, and then just, like, pushed it.
Yeah, the way they interact is so gay, and I'm like, I don't know if it was mostly straight girls, but I feel like straight girls in fandoms are notorious for these big MLM ships, because again, it's the fetishization of queer men, and it's not good, and it's still very prevalent to this day. I think it was from the beginning of fandom stuff, you know, I won't say this, you know, applies broadly to every single fan base, but I think a lot of straight women are just like, we have to have these gay characters, and under the guise that, you know, oh, it's for the LGBTs, but I'm like, no, the majority of you are straight. Shut the fuck up. You don't even know what gay interactions are, and now you're like creating them. I don't know.
And I
That's
think
what pissed me off most,
yeah,
I think.
I think a lot of that fetishization comes from like the overcompensation of like being like quote unquote an ally.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
like on one hand you've got the people that are like, oh, like homophobic people are gay at heart because they are like, you know, scared of like, you know, the
don't
way
wanna be
that they were
seen
brought up
that
or
way,
whatever.
yeah.
But then on the other hand you've got people who are like not, they're like uncomfortable with it, but then push this image of being like so okay with it that they're just like, they try to make like, you know, this weird little fetishization like their whole personality.
Yeah, and it's
So it's
awful.
yeah.
The Fujoshis, yeah.
Yeah, and
Cursed.
that's like the big thing. Fujoshis I think are like a big thing about it.
Yeah. And I don't know. I do agree that it does stem from the part, you know, the idea that oh, we're such allies. Like, yes, of course we love gay people, but only in like media that I consume, not in real life. But also just because, I don't know, there's like a weird, I don't know. Some straight women just have like a very strange fascination with men who love men. And obviously I can't say for sure where exactly it stems from, but I think it's definitely the sexualization, the fetishization, you know, seeing like, oh, seeing two guys bang is so sinful. Oh my god, her nose bleeding. You know?
Oh god.
Well, you know what I'm talking
Yeah,
about.
yeah.
You know, the energy where they're like, oh my god, that's so like hot and like so bad. And so I think talking about it like that and perpetuating it throughout the years is what led to Voltron ultimately. That's awful. Absolutely awful. But I'm glad I surrounded myself with people who were not like that at all. Same with Steven Universe.
I just never really got into fandoms that much because it was like, I don't know, if my brain rot for things was always like my own little brain rot to have, and I didn't want to like like go out into like other like I guess like the public forums and stuff. Yeah,
that's fair.
Because it was just like, I don't know, like if I see people talking about like something that, you know, I also think about, then I'll be like, oh, that's cool, and I'll like maybe like retweet it or reblog it and support or whatever.
Yeah.
But I won't like actively engage with it because like, I don't know, I think I'm just scared of people.
No, I think because I don't really interact with people either, unless like it's people I already know.
Yeah.
Really, the only content I create is cosplay. Really, and then I consume so much fan art. It's really good. If I was an artist in any kind of capacity, I would get in on that. But cosplay was the way for me. So, but also I think that's kind of how we met or reconnected in a way.
Yeah, actually.
Because we were talking about Promare, I think. Or am I misremembering?
You messaged me first, and you were like, "Oh."
No, I didn't. No,
no, you
I
literally
did.
did. Yeah.
I did.
You also kissed me first, so.
I did?
Yeah, you did.
Wait, what? I don't remember that.
Yeah, you did.
Did I?
Yeah.
When did we kiss first?
We kissed for. I think it was
That
after.
was outside your house.
Yeah, I think it was after Little Shop of Horrors.
Oh.
We were like looking up at the stars or something, and
I
then you just
thought
turned
you
around and you're just like, and I was like, oh.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I don't remember being that bold.
I'm not memorable.
No, I said I don't remember me being that bold. I thought we turned around and it was like a mutual thing, but never mind. Maybe.
No, I think you just kissed me.
Oh, I'm not that bold, but I guess I felt
You were
bold
just
that
feeling
night.
it.
I guess I was.
But yeah, you messaged
wow,
me.
I'm such like a feminist. I messaged him first. I kissed him first.
I'm just a little sub.
No,
Oh,
stop.
God. Sorry.
That was not.
Yeah, that was a little
That was
too much.
bad. That was bad.
But yeah, you messaged me first on your
I remember.
your
'Cause
Banana
I made
Budgies account.
Yeah, because I was following different people because I was like, oh, because what I saw you retweeting mostly was like not fandom content, but gay guys fandom content.
It was definitely fandom content.
Yeah, like art and stuff. So I was like, cool, I'll follow those people from this account, and it'll be easier to interact with them just because you can see what I like too, because I'm not as open about it on my main account, and also I'm not openly queer for a lot of reasons. So I was like, this is just better. And I remember I was like, hey, what did I say? I don't know if you remember me or what.
No, yeah, you're like, hey,
like,
you wanted to let you know that, like, it's me, just so you don't think that, like, you know, it's some random person like following you.
Yeah, which
And
I guess wouldn't have been bad if you thought it was.
Yeah,
I don't know
definitely
why.
wouldn't have like cared at all.
I don't know why I felt the need to message. I messaged a few people, I guess, because I was like, your content vibes more here, so I'm just following you through here.
Oh,
But
that's what
also
you said.
me.
That's what you said. Yeah. You're like I feel like you're the content that you
Not
retweet
that
and
it
stuff
doesn't
like
vibe in general.
vibes more like with this account than it does on the other one. So just want to let you know. And I was like, I had like a full bottle of like
I'm so
of hard
embarrassed. I don't know
kombucha.
why I did that.
No, it's okay. Well, I mean, now we're here, right?
I
So-
guess, but I was just kind of like, maybe I'll let him know that it's a few people, because it was you. I let Haley know too, because
Yeah.
she was always reblogging cosplay, and I was like, oh, I want to retweet so much, but also like I don't want to like spam my family and friends that follow
Mhm.
my main account, which is stupid, I know, but yeah. So it was Haley, and then I think Elliot and a few other acquaintances that reblog a lot of that stuff. So I don't know why I felt the need though. I don't know. I was just like, this will work. This is better. It's me.
Yeah, and then
But-
you did, and then now we're here.
I feel
But
so stupid though. I don't know why.
yeah, and then I responded like in the way that I did because I was like tipsy, and
Because
so
you were
I
a
was
little
just like,
horny. You're a little
I
horny.
don't know if I would say horny.
Well, I don't know. Well, okay. If I don't know, I'm trying to remember exactly what you said, and also if you don't want me talking about this
No,
in
go ahead, yeah.
in public, but I thought I was like I couldn't
Oh
tell. I couldn't
no,
tell
I
if you
do
were
remember. I
horny.
do remember
I
now.
couldn't tell if you were horny because you were saying stuff, and I was like, oh
Um,
no, I didn't know. I was
it's-
open to it, but I wasn't expecting it.
It's less that I was horny, and I think just purely that I was like, it's just I didn't have like a
Origins.
filter, kind of.
Oh yeah, because you were tipsy.
Yeah, because I was tipsy, and so like you came in, we were just talking about stuff, and I was like, oh, like pretty much the only interaction that I have with you still is like I go on like your Tumblr sometimes, and then
I'm
like,
embarrassed.
and then I was just like, oh yeah, like
So embarrassed.
sorry, you sue me, I found you attractive.
No, I wasn't like that. I was just like, oh
No,
my
I know,
God.
but it was just like
Yeah.
definitely if I had not had that bottle of
Mhm.
like hard kombucha in me, like things would have been very different.
Yeah.
And like maybe I would have like still asked if you wanted to like meet up and reconnect, and maybe we still would have ended up here anyway.
Yeah.
But I probably would not have because what is it? Liquid courage, right?
Yeah, I guess so. I just remember I was embarrassed because I was like, oh shit, you still look at that? Or you remember that? Because I don't remember who I knew in real life that knew my... I had an OnlyFans, guys, for a little bit. Not an
So
OnlyFans.
it was free.
It was free, and it was on Tumblr.
It was
that
an
was my
NSFW
OnlyFans.
Tumblr.
It's an NSFW Tumblr, and of course it's still up there. And I'm not very, I'm not weirded out if people, I was weirded out when that one person on the
Here's the
dating-
URL.
I'm not weirded out when unless it's some total stranger that's like, hey, I know you from this blog. I'm like, fuck, that's kind of weird.
Yeah, that story you told me was wild.
Yeah, I did have someone on a Wooloo dating app who was like, hey, you're from that blog, and I was like, I don't show my face on that blog, so I don't know how you know that's me, but it is. So that was the one time it was weird. But anywho, I was very like shy. I know it's stupid because it's up there, it's public, but I was very shy and like embarrassed. I was like, oh my God, you still